All right. And so next up we have Jaden from the Family Proud, and Jaden's gonna the video is gonna walk through Family Proud and their model. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jaden Risner, CEO and co-founder of Family Proud. Family Proud is a care management platform designed to make receiving and providing support easy while using smart technology to provide the best possible recommendations for our loved ones. Several years ago, I was deployed with the Navy as a special operations helicopter pilot when I was notified that my mother was admitted to St. John's in Los Angeles with a heart attack. Over 7,000 miles away from home, that gut feeling settled in, began asking myself some tough questions. How would I ensure she was receiving the best possible care, access to resources? How would I receive updates? Fortunately, I was able to activate my support network, but I'd like everyone to think about someone that they love and care about and ask yourself, what are you willing to do for them in a time of need? All of us are looking for community and purpose and how to serve our loved ones, how to serve those in need. This is my mother and I. Certainly the burdens of care can be tremendous. Who do I talk to? What do I do next? How do I navigate this care journey? Medical expenses from the financial side are the number one reason families go bankrupt. Over $8,000 of out-of-pocket expenses on average for caregivers annually, and home health care can cost up to $50,000 a year. And not to mention the things that are at home, the dishes, keeping food on the table, transportation, bathing, dressing, doctor's appointment. All of these things can cripple a family, and our loved ones deserve the best. Introducing Family Proud's platform, ultimately connecting families to their support network, community, and resources critical for their care. So addressing it from the emotional standpoint, talking to those who truly understand, logistically, helping with that task management and transparency of support, and financially, how do we save money through our care registry, similar to a wedding registry, recommending products and services through partnerships. The value to community is that there's reporting on the resources back to the organizations we serve that accounts for not just clinical, but family and community variables, meeting the families where they are and providing the best possible recommendations, ultimately acting as a bridge and wraparound services for our loved ones. Family Proud's platform includes this resource engagement information to provide the best possible recommendations for the organizations that serve our loved ones. With over $4 trillion spent in healthcare and over $350 billion out-of-pocket expenses, a third of GoFundMe sites are for medical donations. But most importantly, 1 out of every 7 adults, around 40 million people in the United States, provide unpaid care to another adult. For our business model, we are a software as a service. We provide Family Proud's technology to mission-aligned organizations that are serving our loved ones, both from the health level to home health level, as well as enterprise. We have current channel partners. We have early contracts with the Air Force working their family resiliency program. We've conducted multiple pilots and have existing partnerships. We are a graduate of both Qualcomm Small Business Accelerator, as well as NextCube's Digital Health Accelerator. Key differentiators is the Family Proud's platform meets the families where they are, saves time and money from a financial resiliency standpoint, and smart care recommendations accounts for who that family is to provide that personal fulfillment aspect. From the organization standpoint, receiving data, information to see what are the needs of our families and loved ones, while all doing it in a private and secure network and accounting for who that community is. Our go-to-market, we are focused in family support organizations and 50+ population family. We have an interesting niche and background from the veteran caregiver standpoint, as well as addressing the health system and enterprise as our phase 2. Myself, Naval Academy graduate, MBA, also caregiver, Clay Trescar, co-founder, 2-time cancer survivor, patient advocate within healthcare, as well as fellow MBA. Everyone on our team has a personal touch point, having been a patient, a survivor, a caregiver of a loved one, and truly understands what it means to deliver empathy through technology. We're also fortunate to be backed by a tremendous team in the healthcare, technology, and financial space as we continue forward with Family Proud's mission, and ultimately always putting families first. Raising a $2 million seed raise. We have previously raised $1 million for product marketing, business development, and currently looking for strategic partnerships and pilot sites. I'd like everyone today to reimagine what's possible in serving our loved ones. Our loved ones deserve the best, and not only through technology can we deliver that empathy, but ultimately provide and promote community that oftentimes is missing in this day and age of technology. Thank you for your time. I invite you to be Family Proud.
I'm, I'm happy to kick off the Q&A.
All right.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you. Yeah, go ahead, Nathan. Take it away.
Yeah, so Jaden, I was doing some digging before the event. Can you explain the different price points for your digital care kits and what is involved with at each price point? I saw that there's different experiences, but I know that you offer way more than just the experience. So can you explain a little bit more what goes into each one of those categories?
Sure. Yeah. Appreciate the question. Digital care kits, they're either a monthly subscription or on the off basis aspect for people to purchase care kits for caregivers. And within a specific kit include recommended resources, recommended peers, so connectivity to other caregivers, as well as, and the beauty of it is there's actually a catalyst to our platform and credit to use on our care registry. And so it's gifted to a caregiver and their family, and they can apply that credit to the care registry, which, as mentioned, is a registry that provides product service recommendations. And so now this care kit enables them someone to connect to, the ability to connect to the right education and resources, and then credit to actually help them today, whether it's food, DME, care items, immediately for that family.
Thank you.
Hi, Jaden, this is Blair. Go ahead. Go ahead, Nick. Okay.
Jaden, great presentation. I think my question is, what you have been to market for how long, and what things have you tweaked with? What is some of the feedback that you've gotten from some of your subscribers, and how have you used that feedback to make modifications at this time?
Yeah, no, great question. And being fully transparent, we entered the market early, actually late 2019 as a direct to consumer. And we know that, we learned a ton from that initial engagement. We were able to support caregivers. We were able to help save them money. We were able to connect them to others, but ultimately knew as a young company, the ability to scale that from a marketing perspective was significant. And so in doing so, we said, how can we get as many families as possible on the platform, right, from a go-to-market perspective? And all the partnerships that we were engaging with, we actually identified that there was a software as a service, this B2B2C aspect opportunity, because a lot of these organizations, support organizations, care homes, support organizations were, can we do this for our own community of families? And I think the common thread and takeaway there is, how can we empower existing community through technology by providing them a platform to better support one another and make that receiving and providing support easy. So we did have some pivots along the way. The organization focus is recent, as of this year. We just deployed that. And the biggest learning points was ultimately around the timing. Oftentimes it's where do we introduce this to a caregiver at what stage? And so, looking at the health system perspective, whether it's through care navigators to nonprofits, for example, and supporting their existing families, we know that it comes back to trust and where am I receiving this information from? And so really for us, coming alongside mission-aligned organizations to essentially co-market, co-brand, and deploy the platform through trusted organizations.
Nicole stole my marketing question. I think you covered it, actually.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Jaden.
All right. Any other questions from the judges? Outstanding. All right. Well, again, Jaden, thank you very much. Wonderful presentation. And just terrific model. Again, very impressive group of models from everybody presenting here today. And the innovation is just extraordinary. What we're seeing in this social connection space, that's wonderful.